Good morning, friends. I have a story for us to read today called The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark by Ken Geist. Thanks, Scholastic, for publishing it. All right. The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Now, the story is going to sound familiar, so I'm curious to see who can figure it out. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. Now it's time, said the mama, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed. Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house? Take as much as you can carry, said the seahorse. Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house. And very green. Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. The little fish trembled and replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and crunched and ate up every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. Soon Jim found his brother Tim. Tim said, Don't worry, Jim, we'll fish stick together. Silly little pun. You can help me build a sandy little house. Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the brave little fish replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. See, here's the ship. The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't worry, you can live with me, said Kim. And they did. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the smart fish replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and crunched, but he could not smash the house in. And all his teeth fell out. Aw, I feel sad for the shark. The three little fish were safe at last. The end. I'm curious to see who can figure out where that story came from. Send me a dojo message if you can guess. Bye.